1 in 9 Indians is vulnerable to cancer, but early detection can save lives. Federal Bank and News 18 Network present Sanjeevani, United Against Cancer. Knowledge partner Tata Trusts. Yaad rakhe, screen kare.
Namaste, Jai Hind, and welcome to this very special presentation on the News 18 Network. I am Anand Narsimhan, and today we are proud to launch the new season of our flagship campaign, Sanjeevani, United Against Cancer. Bharat is fast becoming the cancer capital of the world. Cancer is one of the leading causes of mortality in the country. But armed with knowledge, we are determined to fight this disease. With Sanjeevani, we are raising awareness, promoting early detection, and inspiring action against cancer. In the previous season, we successfully reached millions of people, helping thousands get access to quality cancer care. As we embark on this new journey, our focus is on increasing outreach in both metro and non-metro regions to ensure early cancer screening becomes a part of everyday conversations. To kick off this season, I'd like to first invite Mr. Shyam Srinivasan, MD and CEO of Federal Bank, our key ally and partner in the Sanjeevani campaign. Welcome, Mr. Shyam Srinivasan. First up, can you please take us through the tenets of Sanjeevani, United Against Cancer, this campaign that has been addressing the prevention, early detection and treatment of cancer? And how are we forging ahead in this journey to create a mindset change, taking the message of Yaad Rakhein, Screen Karein to one and all?
Thank you, Anand. If you remember, Sanjeevani, when we kicked off in September of last year, the version 2 of Sanjeevani kicked off in September last year. It was designed and constructed for increasing awareness, particularly in the area of early detection of cancer, and spread this message widely across the different parts of the country and help people both be aware, shed the mindset of staying away from this, thinking it's a taboo item, to bringing it up front and center and encouraging people to go out, particularly young ladies in underprivileged societies, to come out and test for cervical cancer, breast cancer, and for men in the area of prostate cancer. So I think this program is aimed, targeted to work towards helping people come to terms with the fact that first they need to be aware, screen, and God forbid if they detect early, we step in with support for those who need the help. And for example, in the last program, we did helped about 3,000 odd people in different parts of the country when we had tie-up with very reputed names like the Tata Trust and other big names. And we've tied up with many more partners this year so that the outreach is significant and all are credible names. So I think the whole idea of Screen Karein, Yaad Rakhein theme has been now taken to another level with an aspiration to have a greater outreach, help people drop sort of mindsets of or keeping a taboo around this, but encourage people to go out and benefit from the screening. So on balance, I think this year program will have a greater reach and hopefully many more will benefit. And should they detect a problem, we will step in with support.
Thank you, Mr. Srinivasan, for sharing your vision and retracing the remarkable achievement of the Sanjeevani campaign. News 18 Network remains committed to bringing about a behavioral change towards cancer screening in every nook and corner of the country. Let's now listen into a message from CNBC TV 18's managing editor, Shireen Bhan.
News 18 Network takes immense pride in making a sustainable difference to the fabric of our nation through an assortment of social causes. Sanjeevani is one such initiative through which we, in partnership with Federal Bank Homis Memorial Foundation and the Tata Trust, are striving to combat cancer, one of the most debilitating diseases facing mankind. In the previous season, we encouraged millions of people to take charge of their health and go for regular cancer screenings. With renewed vigour, we are now excited to launch the next season of Sanjeevani, United Against Cancer, with a vision to take the message of cancer prevention, early detection and timely treatment to everyone across the length and breadth of Bharat. Our focus is on advocacy and outreach to turn the tide against cancer by promoting regular screening and fostering a culture of proactive health management. Sanjeevani, United Against Cancer, Yaad Rakhe, Screen Kare.
Thank you, Shireen. For a campaign of this scale and importance, having the support of the government is absolutely crucial. And we have powerful voices joining us from the Government of India. We now have with us Shri Pratap Rao Jadhav, Union Minister of State in the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and Ministry of Ayush.
आज मैं आप सभी से एक महत्वपूर्ण स्वास्थ्य चुनौती के बारे में बात करना चाहूँगा कि जैसे हम देखते हैं कि हमारे समाज में और पूरे देश में भी कैंसर के पेशेंट बहुत ज़्यादा तादाद में बढ़ रहे हैं। जैसे कि महिलाओं का स्तन कैंसर हो, युवाओं का टोबैको की आदत से माउथ कैंसर हो और बाकी के भी कैंसर के बहुत सारे पेशेंट सामने आ रहे हैं और एक बहुत बड़ी चुनौती और एक सामाजिक समस्या के रूप में ये बीमारी फैल रही है। और इसका जो इलाज है वो काफ़ी बड़े शहरों में बड़े हॉस्पिटल में होता है, काफ़ी महंगा भी होता है। तो इससे बचने के लिए न्यूज़ 18 नेटवर्क ने संजीवनी के नाम से जो प्रोग्राम ये चला रहे हैं कि लोगों को कैंसर ही ना हो, कैंसर नहीं होने के लिए उनका खान पान रहन सहन कैसा होना चाहिए, इसके बारे में भी वो जागरूकता समाज में लाते हैं। और नियमित रूप से अगर हम हमारी बॉडी को चेकअप करेंगे तो कैंसर का होगा भी तो जल्दी उसका डिटेक्शन हो जाएगा। जल्दी डिटेक्शन होगा तो उस पर जल्दी ही उपचार उसके ऊपर हो जाएंगे, तो बचने के चांसेस आदमी के बहुत ज़्यादा होते हैं। तो मेरे लोगों से न्यूज़ 18 नेटवर्क के माध्यम से ये विनंती है कि अपना चेकअप रेगुलर कराए और अगर कैंसर डिटेक्ट होता है तो हमारी सरकारी अस्पताल में भी सभी सुविधाएं उपलब्ध है और जो कुछ भी थोड़ी कमियां होंगी तो निश्चित रूप से वो पूरी करने की कोशिश एक स्वास्थ्य मंत्री के नाते हमारी कोशिश रहेगी कि हम उनको पूरी करेंगे। और यहाँ पर जो संजीवनी न्यूज़ 18 नेटवर्क ने जो ये प्रोग्राम संजीवनी के नाम से चला है तो मैं उनको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ कि ऐसे ही प्रोग्राम उनसे चलते रहे और इससे लोगों को लाभ मिलता रहे।
Joining us now is the Health Minister of Rajasthan, Shri Gajendra Singh Khimsar.
मैं बधाई देना चाहूँगा न्यूज़ 18 को कि आपने इतना नेक काम अपने हाथों में लिया है। इट्स अ वेरी नोबल कॉज। और जो आपकी जो संजीवनी स्कीम है जिसका जो प्राइम फोकस रहेगा कि अर्ली डिटेक्शन ऑफ कैंसर एंड दैट इज़ द नेम ऑफ द गेम। ये आप जो कर रहे हैं कि मैं आपको ये कहूँगा कि आप इतनी ज़िंदगी बचाएंगे, इतनी सफरिंग को रोकेंगे और इतना मैं कह सकता हूँ कि भगवान का आशीर्वाद आपको हर वक्त आपके ऊपर रहेगा फॉर डूइंग दिस गुड डीड। मेरी तरफ से शुभकामनाएं। आई विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट। और हमारी तरफ से कुछ आपको जो भी व्हाट सरकार कैन हेल्प यू इन दिस विद इन इट्स अपने दायरे के अंदर आप मुझे अवश्य बताएं। वी आर देयर फॉर यू। आवर कॉज इज़ कॉमन। यू आर ऑल्सो फाइटिंग डिजीज़, ट्राइंग टू डू टेक प्रिवेंटिव मेजर्स एंड सो आर वी। तो हमारा एक गोल है, वी आर ऑन वन प्लेटफॉर्म। सो लेट्स शेक हैंड्स एंड लेट अस मूव फॉरवर्ड टुगेदर। थैंक यू।
Thank you, sir, for highlighting the state government's commitment to cancer care and joining hands with us in our campaign here, Sanjeevani United Against Cancer. And lending her voice to Sanjeevani United Against Cancer is Ms. Basuri Swaraj, Member of Parliament, BJP, New Delhi.
मुझे न्यूज़ 18 नेटवर्क की ये जो मुहिम है संजीवनी यूनाइटेड अगेंस्ट कैंसर का हिस्सा बनकर बहुत गर्व है। कैंसर एक ऐसी जानलेवा बीमारी जो बहुत गंभीर है, लेकिन अक्सर लोग इसकी अनदेखी कर देते हैं क्योंकि नियमित रूप से स्वास्थ्य की जांच नहीं करवाते। अगर नियमित तौर पर ब्रेस्ट कैंसर, सर्वाइकल कैंसर और कोलन कैंसर की जांच हो तो आप जानते हैं कि 30% से जो इसके कारण मृत्यु होती है उससे हम बच सकते हैं। कैंसर एक ऐसी बीमारी है जो केवल एक व्यक्ति को ही पीड़ित नहीं करती बल्कि पूरे के पूरे परिवार पर एक भावात्मक पीड़ा भी देती है और आर्थिक बोझ भी बन जाती है। आइए मिलकर प्रतिबद्ध हूँ कि हम नियमित तौर पर कैंसर की स्क्रीनिंग करवाएंगे, अपनी स्वास्थ्य जांच करवाएंगे और अपने आप को, अपने परिवारों को और अपने देश को जीवन का एक अनमोल तोहफा देंगे। पुनः नेटवर्क न्यूज 18 को मेरा आभार और अभिनंदन और बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं।
Viewers, remember that through the Sanjeevani campaign, we aim to address the three core pillars of cancer prevention, early detection, and timely treatment. We now have a special message from Mr. Amitabh Dubey, Country President and Managing Director, Novartis India.
Thank you, Anand. Most of us know at least one person who has dealt with a cancer diagnosis and experienced the initial shock that comes with it. There is high awareness about this condition, yet the number of screenings are low, leading to delayed diagnosis and treatment. 1.5 lakh women get diagnosed with breast cancer annually in India, however, mostly at an advanced stage. We believe it is imperative that they and their caregivers and families understand life after diagnosis and have the strength to take this diagnosis head on. After all, knowledge is the antidote to fear, as the famous saying goes. This sums up our intent behind Treat to Be and our collaboration with Sanjeevani. Our goal is to reduce fear and stigma towards cancer diagnosis and empower individuals through their treatment journey. Advanced treatments at the right time can improve the overall survival and quality of life for breast cancer patients. For movements like this, we need to come together. This is a journey that needs patients, doctors, healthcare providers, and governments to come together to drive impact. So together, let's turn the tide against cancer. Join Sanjeevani, United Against Cancer. Yaad rakhein, screen karen.
It is time for a short break on this special presentation of Sanjeevani, United Against Cancer. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
1 in 9 Indians is vulnerable to cancer, but early detection can save lives. Federal Bank and News 18 Network present Sanjeevani, United Against Cancer. Knowledge partner Tata Trusts. Yaad rakhe, screen kare.
Les passes que j'ai, normalement, on est censé être reçu à 15h30. Les accès devaient être ouverts à 15h30. C'est ça qui est marqué, hein. C'est ça. Puis la fermeture des accès vers 18h30. Mais là, on commence à prendre un peu notre mal en patience. Bon, l'organisation, j'espère que ça va arriver à la hauteur de l'attente qu'on attendait, quoi. On est ici parce que voilà, bon, c'est un événement historique, hein, avant tout, hein. Tout le monde dit la même chose, c'est un événement historique et ça n'a pas été organisé depuis bien avant qu'on vienne au monde. Donc depuis un siècle, hein, voilà, on va dire, ça fait au moins 100 ans que ça n'a pas été organisé en France. Bon, c'est une occasion unique, au moins il est venu au moins une fois participer, voilà, on y est. Voilà.
On est là pour la cérémonie d'ouverture des JO à Paris et on s'attend à un show incroyable sur la scène avec tous ces athlètes. Enfin, ça va être magnifique, je pense, j'espère, mais j'ai pas de doute sur ça. Et puis on va voir tous les athlètes de tous les pays. Donc on est là pour supporter les Bleus et la France, mais aussi tous les athlètes de tous les pays. C'est un moment de communion. Donc voilà, j'attends ça, de la communion et d'être ensemble avec les valeurs du sport et être tous réunis avec des belles valeurs. Voilà. Et même avec la pluie, c'est pas grave, il n'y a pas de souci, on sera là, le sourire aux lèvres, et pluie, soleil, on s'en fiche, on est là ensemble et c'est ça le plus important. On peut pas tous se permettre d'avoir notre journée.
Attention messieurs.
One in 9 Indians is vulnerable to cancer, but early detection can save lives. Federal Bank and News 18 Network present Sanjeevani, United Against Cancer. Knowledge partner Tata Trusts. Yaad rakhe, screen kare.
Welcome back. You're watching the mega launch of the new season of our marquee initiative, Sanjeevani, United Against Cancer. It is with the support of key stakeholders like the government, influencers, innovators, and leading oncologists that we have been able to raise awareness around cancer and take Sanjeevani to every home in Bharat. Joining us now is Dr. Sevanti Limaye, Director of Medical and Precision Oncology at the Sir H.N. Reliance Foundation Hospital. Sanjeevani is advocating for the prevention as well as the early detection of cancer through regular screenings. In your view, what is the significance and need for an initiative like this? Is raising awareness an important tool in our mission to stand united against cancer?
Thank you, Anand. Thank you for having me on the show. Firstly, I would like to congratulate you and Sanjeevani for a wonderful and amazing initiative. You all have reached out to millions of people to raise cancer awareness and to launch cancer screening as a major initiative in the country. This is the need of the hour. I feel we really need to get up in the arms to fight against cancer. And one of the best ways to do this, and the most cost-effective way to do this in a resource-limited nation, is to raise awareness against cancer and participate in cancer screening as a community, as a nation. The reality is that we as a nation, we as a community, we as the people of India do not screen. We don't own screening. And that has to change. We have to own screening. We have to ask for it. We have to demand for it. We have to look out for what are the avenues where screening can happen. At the least cost, free if possible, but even for payment if needed. I think in the community, if you look, even people who are well-funded, well-aware, well-educated are not screening today. Not screening as an individual, not screening as a family, not screening as a community. That really needs to change, It needs to have changed yesterday, it needs to change today. It really would be transformative for our tomorrow. That's the only hope against this battle against cancer. Thank you for having me, for voicing my support for screening. And once again, many congratulations for Sanjeevani. So remember, Sanjeevani, United Against Cancer. Yaad rakhein, screen kare.
Let's now bring in an innovator in the space of cancer diagnosis. Ashish Tripathi, Chairman Epigenres Biotech and CEO Zar Labs. Ashish, namaste. In the fight against cancer, early detection is key. And you've pioneered a novel blood test which can detect all cancers at their earliest stages. Please tell us a little more about Zar Labs' medical breakthrough and the kind of impact it can have on people's lives and well-being.
Thank you, Anand. Anand, look, cancer is actually a weak disease so long as you catch it early. The problem that we have is that we typically catch the disease late. And there's an NHS study that shows that if you detect cancer at stage 1, average survival rates for a patient staying alive for 5 years or more was anywhere between 87 to 93%. If you detect it at stage 4, that number falls down to about 6%, meaning only 6% of the people can survive for 5 years. the breakthrough that TISA Labs has made is that we can detect cancer at 93% sensitivity at stage 1. And that can have a very meaningful impact on a person's life, because it's like an annual blood test that all of us have to do once a year, and we will either catch cancer at stage 1 or before, when it is infinitely more curable. This is one disease where you actually want to detect it early, because it's a big difference to you in terms of the number of years that you will be able to live peacefully. So what you guys are working on is an extremely important step.
The most monumental changes begin with a collective effort. And all of us at News 18 Network have taken the first step towards fighting the disease. Take a look at this short film, which I sincerely hope inspires all of you who are watching.
Cancer. नाम सुनते ही दिल घबरा जाता है ना? And the things we fear,
we avoid.
यहाँ तक कि हम कैंसर स्क्रीनिंग भी अवॉइड करते हैं. But regular screening
is the most effective tool we have against cancer.
क्योंकि कैंसर जब जल्दी पकड़ में आता है ना,
तो उसका ट्रीटमेंट भी होता है ज्यादा इफेक्टिव.
Some of the most common cancers in India
can be detected early
using simple screening. अगर हम सब साथ आएं,
तो समाज में
बड़ा बदलाव ला सकते हैं.
Like so many others around me, I have also got my cancer screening done.
आप कब करा रहे हैं?
याद रखें, स्क्रीन करें. Joining me now is our partner on the cause, MVS Murthy, CMO Federal Bank. Namaste. How are we going to make Sanjeevani a people's campaign, Mr. Murthy, so that regular screenings become a part of everyday conversations? Broadly, can you share outreach plans for this season, where we will also be reaching out to schools to raise awareness on the prevention of cervical cancer?
Thank you, Anand. The good part of Sanjeevani is also the tough part of Sanjeevani, because Sanjeevani is working on creating awareness, getting people to screen and understanding the disease of cancer much deeper and much before it affects people. Now, this is a good part of it. The difficult part of it is that a lot of us have this sense of inertia, or we live in this space saying that, it can't happen to me, it can happen to somebody else. And this fear is what stops us from going out and doing. Between us and our channel partner, which is Network 18, we are going all out and getting a lot of people across different age groups to be very, very conscious of the kind of lifestyles they lead, of the kind of possibilities that may emerge out of that kind of lifestyle, and eventually lead to cancer. But the good part, again, I want to reiterate, is that we want people to focus on wellness, on health, and ensure that they make cancer screenings a part of everyday life. So that is something which is going to really help people. And given the fact that you have a wide network and different kind of languages across your channels, I'm sure we'll be able to reach a lot of people and be able to talk to them in a language that they understand and make people more and more conscious of this illness. And this time around, we are very excited because we're going to do a lot of outreach across schools, talk about cervical cancers to a lot of young girl kids. We're going to be doing a lot of corporate activations where we'll reach out to corporates and request them to ensure that their female staff are regularly screening themselves, create an awareness out there. Prostate cancer is a reality with men, so that's something that we want to go out and talk about. So there is a great balance of using the television channel, using ATL, using digital, using testimonials, getting the government involved, getting some of the key celebrities in the country involved to impress upon us that we need to be aware of the illness and we need to go out and screen. And the best part is that we are going to be going out at ground zero and helping a lot of people at their locations, whether it's a school, whether it's a corporate, to understand about the illness, to be sensitive about it, and to go out and screen themselves regularly.
As we conclude this special launch, remember that fighting cancer starts with each one of us. Get screened, spread the word, and join the movement. Remember, early detection saves lives and leads to better health outcomes. Together, we can make a difference. Thank you for watching. Namaste. Stay tuned to News 18 Network for more updates and stories from Sanjeevani, United Against Cancer.
1 in 9 Indians is vulnerable to cancer, but early detection can save lives. Federal Bank and News 18 Network present Sanjeevani, United Against Cancer. Knowledge partner Tata Trusts. Yaad rakhe, screen kare.
Jag ska gärna säga det, jag har aldrig sett så här många polisfordon passera som just nu här idag de senaste timmarna. Det är otroligt tryck och säkerheten verkar tas på här.
La 105.
Portugal! 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 Brasil!
Good afternoon, I'm Pallavi Ghosh. Our focus is on the Niti Aayog meeting, which is still going on, and there were a moment of high drama when the lone opposition chief minister who attended the meeting, Mamata Banerjee, walked out and made some allegations against the government and the PM. Well, PM, as the head of the Niti Aayog, is chairing the